All right, mic check. All right.
It's recording.
All right, so thank y'all so much for coming. So we finally decided to get this podcast
Now I'm nervous.
on and popping for like, I know we've been talking about podcasts for, especially me and LaDawn, for forever, and then me and Jada, and then it's like just all kind of came together. So I'm glad we're doing it. So this episode, I really just wanted us to focus on getting to know everybody.
Oh yeah.
Because we got a lot of characters, and just sharing, you know, some things that have been happening for you since the new year started. So I guess I can start with myself since I'm already talking. My name is Shay. I am a doula. Hi.
Hey Shay.
Oh me. I am a doula. Honestly, I would rather just call myself a birth worker because it's just a lot easier. Yeah, because I mean I work with breastfeeding as well, so kind of lump everything together. So I'm a breastfeeding peer counselor, a birth worker, and I'm really passionate about birth. Like borderline obsessed. I'm also passionate about writing. Mm-hmm. I'm a writer. I actually have a book that will be published.
Hey.
Yes, it's coming out in a few months. Probably my date I'm aiming for is May, so should be there soon.
Oh, my turn. Okay, great. Well, hello everybody. I'm Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
So, I'm the OG based off my experience because I graduated, and after I graduated, I went to college. I was on the dance team, and then after that, I was back home doing my thing, and then I went to the military for a few years, and I got out the military. Then I went back to college. Yeah, I went back to college and got my degree, and I work in mental health now. And last year, I actually came out, not as being gay, but as a comedian. I actually took my first, steps in becoming a comedian. And apparently, I'm funny.
You are.
Because now I have been booked for I've done at least 12 to 15 shows, and I just started.
That's a blessing. You don't really see when you're growing up, I could be a comedian, or
right.
Things like that. So you usually stumble into stuff like that, late in your life.
Literally.
Yeah.
And the thing is, so it's still my passion. So my passion really is mental health, just to bring the souls and spirits of people up higher. And if you can't deal with your anxiety or depression, let me teach you how to do it. So I've always wanted to just incorporate comedy with mental health, and that's what I'm doing because I'm in school for my master's to become a clinical mental health therapist, and I'm a comedian, and I'm gonna put them motherfuckers together one day and have my own, pathway.
You could probably have your own podcast.
I'm serious.
What about you, girl?
Okay.
I'll call you Treetop.
Treetop. Come on. Everybody, I'm Jada.
Hey, Jada.
Hey,
So I'm a YouTuber.
Hey.
Newly, into the game. I'm a new YouTuber. I'm also a tooth gem technician.
Yes, she
Yes.
is.
I was gonna ask you about that.
I've been
Teeth on
waiting.
1,000.
'Cause I want.
So gems by Jada,
Oh, that's good.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Jada Gems.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
But I'm just here doing this life thing, trying to figure me out
Yeah.
and get closer to spirit.
Yes.
So far it's working. Came from a really dark place where we're in a really we definitely, I feel like I've overcome that part of my life now, so I'm just ready to live and conquer the world.
Yes.
I love that for you.
Cheers to that, y'all.
Oh yeah, we can cheers because I'm gonna cheers and fill this cup up again.
Okay, hey everybody.
Hi,
Okay, I know, right? Okay, so I don't really know where to start. I guess I'll start by saying I was trying to think about what was I gonna say when I came here. when I was in the car, and I was like, I guess I'll start by saying I'm just like super unique.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, like, do y'all we all stereotype, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, we all stereotype, and I feel like some way we try to categorize everybody we meet. And it's like, I feel like I can't be categorized because I'm just like so
You can follow
different.
different circles.
Yeah, it's like I'm not too much one way, but I'm not too much that way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very black, but like I think sometimes people's perception of like what black is, like, I might not align with what they think, but I know and I feel that I'm like just so black.
And we're shifting that narrative just
Right.
with
Yeah.
us being here. 'Cause,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's five of us. I know we're all different. Like, we all have different personalities, have different,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
We are like everybody has
Everyone
a
is-
different vibe.
Absolutely.
And I love that. I do hair. I don't think you don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. And I'm doing something I really like to do. I don't think I've ever seen myself like doing this. I thought it was gonna always just be like a hobby. So I never really took it seriously, but it's always been something that's like something I really enjoy and brings me joy and peace. And so like I turned that into a little business. Well, I wouldn't say little.
Don't say little nothing. We don't do
Into
little.
a big business.
Exactly.
It's February 2nd, 2020.
Hey.
My big business, Beauty by Ayana.
Hey.
Say it louder.
It's Beauty by Ayana.
Thank you.
Come on.
It's an LLC.
Okay.
If you try to sue me, you won't be suing me.
Well, here I go.
Oh, shoot.
I'm doing it. Okay. My name is LaDawn.
Hey, LaDawn. How you doing? First of all, I love your name. Your name is beautiful.
Thank you.
LaDawn.
Thank you. It actually took me a long time to like my name.
Same.
I used to
Really?
not
Same.
roll with it. Well, I didn't appreciate the fact my mom didn't like think about it beforehand. Like, she literally said she in the hospital having me. Don't know what she gonna tell the doctor. Dish detergent commercial comes on the TV. And I was just like,
Was your mom geeked up? Like, was she on
she
that?
was cheap. But anyway,
It's beautiful.
that's my name.
The story
Don't
behind
worry.
it is dope. I love it.
I'm a teacher.
Oh.
I'm a tiny human. I'm a proud teacher of a 19 5-year-old.
Oh, yes.
They're my Sour Patch children, and I love them so much. I'm a writer. I do
Yes.
spoken word. I like to doodle every now and again. An avid reader, and that's pretty much me in a nutshell, I think.
You give me Freddie vibes from a different world. Yeah, Freddie was the shit.
I see this is a moment where I don't feel black. What is that?
You don't know Freddie? You don't know? Y'all don't know? Y'all never?
sorry.
You've never watched A Different World?
I watched it, but I don't remember who that is.
I see him in my head. I'm just like,
Freddie's a girl. See,
Oh,
y'all don't
see.
the
know.
light-skinned girl. She
With the
was
red hair.
Everybody was like,
I was like,
cut that out.
No, we're not gonna cut that out. No, because I stared. No, because I stared into the camera like it was in the office.
Oh, and first of all, I do want to acknowledge the fact that today is 2/2/22.
It's a beautiful day today.
That is a beautiful day, and like we get 3 of those this month. We got 2/2/22, 2/20/22, and 2/22/22. Okay, that is awesome. And if y'all know anything about like angel numbers and stuff, like
yeah.
angel number 222, like that's all about like collaboration, letting yourself, like, it's like a reminder to let yourself know that like you're exactly where you're supposed to be in that moment. So like if you ever see like 222 like on the time or whatever, that's like a reminder, like no matter what it is you're going through, like even if you're going through like the roughest shit at the time, like it's like a reminder to let you know, like even in that, like you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
right,
That was my number last month.
Yeah, it's a learning moment. Exactly. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really just put my entire life into perspective for right now.
I love that.
I love that.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. Because I know I've been needing a reminder. Because society makes you think that like everything's always supposed to be like
Timed.
time. It's supposed to always be roses and butterflies, and like, so when shit hits the fan or you're just having a difficult day, like you think that you're not where you're supposed to be. Like, but no, like all of that is like a part of your journey, and like all of those are opportunities like for you to learn from, to grow, like. So.
You know, I recently came out of that because I was never the person to feel that way. Like, oh, I'm running out of time. I'm about to be this old, whatever. But I saw, like, I have older friends, and I would see them going through that, like, when they got a certain age. And I'm just like, oh, people are fine.
Yes.
And then, like, a couple months ago, I started feeling like I would get those moments where I'm like, okay, like, I'm 27, I wanted to do this at this point. Like, I still want to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But do I have this window of when I want to become a mother, or when I want to just, like, get my forever home? Like, do I have to do all these things before that point? And I try to, like, I'm not thinking like that. But I'm not going to lie, it has popped up in my head all the time. So to hear that, it's like, if I'm right where I'm supposed to be, I'm good.
Yes, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Like
I
this
still
right
look at
here,
you, but
this is a divine moment. Like,
Definitely.
it really.
I mean, for real. Like, so the fact that all of us ended up right here. You were
Virginia
living in
Beach.
Virginia Beach. Like, I had moved, come back. Like, we didn't connected. Like, everything is just like
aligning.
yes.
Let me tell you
Found out
something.
We went to the same college.
Oh, yeah, they definitely found that out before here.
She left the year, or she got there the year I left.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope.
We were just talking about
There's like maybe 3 or 4 specific things that let me realize that I am on my path of where it is I'm supposed to be. Like, so I'm 35 with no kids, and that can be looked at to the uneducated mind, like, oh, something's wrong with you, you're the problem this, you're the problem that. No, all my stuff is coming from because I put so much passion into everything else that I'm into. All right, cool. So when I was from 8 to 18, I ran track, right? Yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I tore my ACL when I was at 18, right? So I ended up getting my first tattoo. My first tattoo is right here on my leg, and I'm kind of ashy, but I'll show you. So this is my first tattoo,
right there.
Girl, I'm ashy. Look at it. Whatever. So this was my first tattoo. Since y'all can't see it on the camera, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what it is. It's a picture of SpongeBob, and he's holding the microphone. Okay, I'm gonna get to that part in a minute. So underneath are my initials, SDB. Right? Cool. I got it right here because once I got surgery, this whole part of my leg was numb. So I kind of took the easy way out and get a tattoo. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna feel none of that shit. Let me go ahead and put it right here so I don't feel it. All right, cool. So I'm gonna pull that in. So I went to the military and I found out that my blood type was B positive. Okay. My favorite Spanish word is miércoles, which is Wednesday.
Right.
Now let me bring all this together. SpongeBob has a fucking microphone in his hand. I'm an entertainer. All I do is get on the microphone.
Right.
I do karaoke, I host, I do comedy. Sorry. Okay? My blood type is B positive. All I promote is fucking positivity.
Okay.
Okay? What was the last one I said? Did I say another
the
one?
Wednesday word.
Wednesday. Even, I'm telling you, when I was in in high school, I took like 2 years of Spanish. I literally would get kicked out at least once a week because whenever she would ask me a question in Spanish, I would just say miércoles, right? I was born on a fucking Wednesday and I didn't even know it.
That's you. I was born on a Wednesday too.
Today's Wednesday.
Hey, yeah.
So this is what I put on Bookface today, okay? Don't fucking laugh at me.
I was gonna tell my
Oh, yeah, my
Black
fault.
history story from
Go ahead.
the second day.
Okay.
I'm teaching, and I'm like, I finally got my unit prepared that I worked really hard on. So today we were going to talk about Duke Ellington, and we talk about him, and, I talk about, our skin is different, blah, blah, because they're fine. Like, I have to be sensitive.
Right.
And so I've taught it the best I can. We talked about Duke Ellington. I'm like, we're going to learn about someone new every day during Black History Month, February, and then my one little girl gonna raise her hand and go, sweet as she can be. Like, literally, this is when you know she done heard something. Like, she's just genuinely asking. She's white. But she raises her hand, she goes, is there a White History Month?
Yeah, baby. All day, every day.
Well, I didn't kind of just special people. Like, we're highlighting them. Like, this is a special month for brown skinned people. Like, just to talk about them. I was like, we talk about other people all the time.
All the time.
Already.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. Like, she was really pleased with the answer. But I have never had a child ask me about nobody's birthday.
Yeah, that's so innocent.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Okay, bitch, because I'm on the same page, but.
who's talking about this? She
No,
said it
no,
very
yeah,
sweetly,
yeah, and her,
didn't
because she
know
doesn't
any
know.
better.
She don't know,
But we
but-
know.
Somebody has
But she
said,
know.
We ain't get no white history month, so
Somebody said that to
I mean,
her.
not necessarily.
She might just be thinking like,
Kids are very much, oh, that's not fair. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
She's like,
so I think
But I never
exactly. Is there a white history? That's all I want to
never
know.
said.
She knows she's white, and
Yeah.
she know you black. You're saying there's a Black History Month, and she's like, okay, where's White History
Yeah.
Month? But it doesn't necessarily mean that.
right.
I don't know. Just
But
in
she
my,
could have. I mean, look where we're at. But I wouldn't just automatically think.
in my experience, like they never start noticing what color they are in my classroom until after we talk about Black History Month.
Okay.
And then they start to say, well, I'm brown. And
Yeah, but you gotta think these
Talk
kids,
about
they're getting even more like advanced and smarter. Like they're being so much more aware of themselves at such a younger age. So you may notice like with each generation, like
it might change some.
yeah, because I mean, like
That really
I remember
took
having
me.
conversations with my youngest brother that I did not have with my older brother until like way older, and so like they're just like I don't know, they're more advanced. They're a lot different.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They know they come
So-
in. But I was just
Like we're teaching them a lot younger now too. So
I just wonder what the conversation was like when she went home and told her mom.
Yeah.
oh right.
Told her
Yeah.
family, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we learn about Black history this and Black history that. How come we don't have a White History Month?
They probably be like,
Yeah, they probably
again?
sucking their teeth in
when I was
They just
researching-
had one last year.
Oh,
When I was right.
Period.
One teacher had written a letter to send home and was like, your child might start asking questions because we're getting ready to talk about X, Y, and Z. And I was like, people really kind of scared of what people will do if you highlight that. And
Let's talk about
you
it.
can't wear
You see how
shirts
it
that
is.
are like
What would
black
you wear?
this, black that. Like if it says, some people think that's offensive, which I mean, I wear it to work. I wish somebody would say something.
What? Like
People
shirts?
wear a whole-
Oh, okay.
But like my blackness is things that they say will incite certain feelings. I have seen and read about it not being allowed at school.
Kohl's or Target just released their Black History T-shirts. Everybody wearing the shirts are white.
I believe
I
it.
saw
The little
that.
white boy has a
I
shirt that says,
seen
I'm black, blackity, black, black, black.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
believe it.
So what are you guys trying to say?
I want to talk about that because I always feel like I'm like the oddball out. Is it just me, or do like y'all feel like I hate the fact that like when Black History Month comes and then like with Target, like I feel like we always have to like assert that like why can't we just have representation of like just a black girl doing everyday shit?
Normal
Like why
things.
does it have to be like, yeah, I'm blackity black, or my hair is gray, like stuff like that. Like I think like the messaging is always like it makes us feel like we're just like looking for like that
cultural appreciation.
Yeah.
Literally.
Appreciation.
Because
Exactly,
they do what we do. I watched a 3-minute video of a 12-year-old white girl getting locks put in her hair. And a lot of the people were like, oh, she can do what she wants with her hair. She's 12, blah, blah. Doesn't matter if she's white. But we can't even get jobs with our hair like this. We can't do a lot of shit with our hair being natural. So why do we have to let them have it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can do it, then I should be able to be in the military with my hair like this, or get any type of job a corporate job, a blue collar, what the fuck ever. Like,
I definitely feel you on that, but I don't think in some cases, okay, I don't think it's again, because she's 12, right? And she might just really think that that's a really good, cute hairstyle.
Right.
I don't think we should shun or tell her no, but it should just, the whole narrative behind locks or natural hair period just needs to change. She really doesn't have the power to change the narrative, but we do and her parents do. So like maybe like preach that to them, but not that white girl wearing cornrows. That white girl getting
right.
She might just like it.
I agree 1,000% with you.
Yeah.
But they like that because it's on us.
Just be yourself. I would appreciate you so much more if you do that. And if you have questions, just ask.
And do not do this.
Don't touch my hair.
Don't do this.
Without.
There you go.
Please don't do that. My best friend, she works, in the office. Last week she called me and she's like, I took my sewing out or whatever. I put my hair like in a puff, and she's like, I go to work, and the lady's just like petting me like I'm a dog.
Girl,
if you watching this,
PSA.
this is all our moment. Let's look.
Do not touch no black woman hair, black man hair.
Black
Shoot,
kid
mix.
hair.
Anybody, don't touch their hair without permission.
Don't touch their hair.
Nobody's hair.
Don't touch my baby.
That
one right there. Yes. Don't touch my baby.
Who comes up and just
I said, don't touch him.
You would be surprised. You can't speak to me.
I got one.
In my intro to my baby.
Okay.
do that?
I had Phoenix literally in the midst of COVID and had to deal with it. Like I had to tell people 6 feet.
I shouldn't have to tell you not to
6
touch my baby.
Well, I've always thought it was really rude, and I've never been pregnant, but I thought it was rude when I see people out and some random person pregnant and then another person just be like, oh,
Touch her belly. Yeah.
That is
I'm not
spirits.
gonna front.
All those spirits do
I
not
go
put your
front.
spirit in my
I had to
baby.
work on that because when I see a belly, I naturally want to gravitate and rub. I don't know why.
But
It's
that's
your
just because
passion,
you're
though.
mad.
That's your
I
passion.
feel like you would still ask.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter,
but if it's somebody I know, I
Yeah, if
will
it's somebody
reach out,
you
and I gotta
know,
stop
I
doing that,
understand.
babe.
Which
But
still,
that's
you
their
know what I'm saying?
boundary.
Still, that is their boundary. But I would understand more than just a
Oh
random
yeah, I wouldn't do it
stranger.
to no random person. No.
Oh,
touching your baby.
like, get off of me.
I don't even know your name.
When I first moved to my apartment complex, I'm a very friendly person. I'm gonna go up and talk to everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm gonna fucking talk to you. Very first night I moved in, after a week or whatever, I seen a bunch of white people on the porch. So I went up to them. I was like, hey, can I hang out with you guys? They was like, all right. Hang out with them for a while. I leave. 2 weeks later, I go back to the porch. And all I heard was, oh, yeah, you're that random black girl. You're the random black girl. I was like, well, I told you guys my name. My name is SteFunny. Cool. We are on the porch one night. This is after we all started getting to know each other and shit. Man, they had control of the ox. I'm still the only black person there. Everyone else is white. They felt compelled to play something that I'm used to, that will touch my spirit because I'm the only black girl there. And they think they know my personality because I'm wild. When they really put on shot. And I was like, this is your song, right?
No, it's not.
You're going to play Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It because I'm black? You think that's a part of me?
Oh, that's so funny.
I met my first white friend recently. Well, it's not recent now. And I said that he told me she's my first white friend ever. And I love her so much, but we've been friends for how long has she been teaching? 3 going on 4 years now. And I think we're friends because she's not like your typical
White girl.
And she does ask questions,
Right.
which I love. And it's never like, oh, what do you guys, I've had so many you guys.
Oh,
do.
yeah.
And she's like, well, why do you do that? Or is this to blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
Shout her out.
Yeah.
But shout out to my first white friend. She knows who she is.
Oh, that's so cute.
Sounds like we've had so many experiences. But I do want to circle back to what you said about the representation when it is put out. And it's only put out in February. And it'll be out then they discount it at the end of the month. And it'll be out the door. But I recently saw some people on Twitter, they weren't happy with Bath and Body Works. Like they had put out some stuff. Yeah, and it just had your typical pattern that they put on, everything. Like it wasn't much thought.
It wasn't.
They put out some new lotions with.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like a
Black
lotion and a
History.
candle, and
Like,
it's supposed to be Black History, but the pattern.
it's just like that.
Red,
It's like
green.
those red, like Kwanzaa
That-
colors,
yeah,
like that
like
type, in that African print.
Like, why
But
can't we
Nancy
just
Pelosi-
have a bottle that look like this with a black girl drinking some wine? Like,
Something.
it don't gotta be like, oh, I'm
Y'all don't
black.
have to have pictures of us like starving after. Like I love it, but we are, we're evolving, and we could just keep diversifying it a little more and actually target us where we are at this moment. Like, it just really feels like they're fitting into stereotypes. Like, I remember being at schools where when it's Black History Month, you know they're gonna finally make some chicken, gonna finally do some cornbread, and like label it that. And I remember being in college and people had an issue with that because we was like, okay, but it's just our food.
This
like,
is what we like, though.
I know, but that's the only time.
Right.
I mean,
You're
don't
literally
live on this
feeding into the
campus
stereotype of
Yeah.
people. Like, I know they gonna want some fried chicken during Black History Month. I want fried chicken a lot of the time.
Right? Why can't you put the same
Every month of
effort
the year.
throughout the year?
Or
Yeah, make it
researching
more
more.
inclusive. Like, not just highlight me in February and forget about me for the rest.
Right.
I would have personally, because I was on BSA with my friends, which was the Black Students Association, and we had an issue with it, and so we talked to them, and they were really receptive. They were like, okay, well, what can we do next year? And I was like, I personally would have loved to see like different foods from different time periods
That would be good.
made like that were important in our history. Like, what were they eating when they weren't eating anything when they did the sit down at the diner because they wouldn't serve them.
Right.
But I mean,
Hold on, can I just
been-
tell you what I'm thinking right now?
What?
I was thinking the same thing.
Nobody chillin' if it ain't my mom and
I'm thinking
No,
chitlins. The
right.
first time period they gonna have chitlins. Well, the slavery
They
time
just
period they
have
gonna
some
have
hot
chitlins.
dog,
Oh my
some
God.
Collard greens.
This is where I get real bougie. I don't eat this stuff.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I,
mean, I
would
eat
have loved
chitlins.
more
I
thought
used to love
into
them.
it and just different from different time periods. I thought that would have been really cool. Up to like staples of today. Recently, I've always been connected with my spiritual self, but not always, my whole life. I would say I came into it probably a good 5-6 years ago now, and more recently I really started connecting with my ancestors and treating them like they are still here because they are still. And it was after I watched that documentary that we had talked about. I think it was in my mother's garden.
Hey.
That was
What is that on?
Netflix,
Yes. And when she talks about honoring her ancestors and feeding them and calling them to dinner and talking to them, and I started doing that, and they talk to me, they speak to me, they guide
Oh
me.
my gosh, I'm
And-
so sorry. I'm ready to cry.
Yes,
That's so beautiful. I need to do that. I'm doing
I
that
put, I
tonight.
have fresh water out for them. I have their flowers. I have their pictures. Like, I have candles I like for them. You know, I for Shay, I always have her shot right there because, you know, she would get on me if I didn't. But it's like, I've really just been trying to get in tune with that and finding me from however long ago because I miss her and I feel like I need her to break me out of something.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell y'all a goosebumps moment I had.
I'm sorry. That's just so beautiful.
I had a goosebumps moment a couple months ago. I needed a new crystal, like, and I had, you know, I told you about my dream that I have had since I was a child. It's a recurring dream. It's scary, like, really scary. And I went there because I was like, I need some more protection. Like, I need some more stuff. And I ended up just asking this random woman, like, do you know what this could possibly be? Like, what it could mean? And she was like, you know, your ancestors are talking to you. Like, if it's happening over and over, it's something coming. And they want you to know, they want you to be prepared. And I told her about my great-grandma and my mama that passed. It'll be 3 years in May. And she told me about, like, soul circles where when we reincarnate, sometimes the same spirits make sure to reincarnate together again.
Yep.
I just thought about the title for this podcast.
Really? Save it.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think your grandma has always, like, made sure to be with you. So I'm like, this is my mother. That's been my mother in every single lifetime. Every single lifetime. And she's still guiding me, still looking out for me, still pushing me to find myself, like the self that's with her.
Yes, buried underneath all that.
All of it,
Yes.
even outside of what I can see or ascertain or understand. And then I got in the car, and I remember, boo-hoo, mind you, I told you it's supposed to be 3 years, and I still get sad over her a lot, cry over her a lot. And I'm boo-hoo balling in the car, and I'm just like, I can't believe, like, you still out here, like, through times and galaxies and stardust, like, you done followed me and made sure I'm going where I'm supposed to go.
That's beautiful.
So when I finally guide myself back to myself this month, because your rate is on the way, I know she on the way.
Hey.
I just can't wait. I can't wait to step into it, and I feel like I'll know the exact moment. I just feel like
I'm sorry if the claps are too loud. I had to let that out.
To add to that, so with people, we don't have Uranus returns just because it's such a wide
Time frame that it'll be there. Yeah.
But it's funny that you said that because the new moon that we're currently in, it's actually like brings focus on like bringing ancestral wisdom like, to the certain. So like that right there is like
on point.
Yes, like yeah, that was perfect. Like I was like when you was talking, I was like, yeah, that's crazy because I was just like talking about this like a day ago. So yes. Connect with your ancestors. Like the answers that you're looking for are like there. Like
they're there.
There's waiting for you to listen. Like look,
they're literally what we are going to be like for however long. So
yes, we don't give as much credit and love to like our elders.
It doesn't even have to be an elder. I'm ready to tell my story.
That's true. That's true. I'm glad you said that because I've had people that pass that are younger than me, and that you feel that they're guiding you. So that's very true, and I'm glad you said that. I think it just took me there because that's something I'll talk about recently is that we don't have as much respect for our elders as we should. So that's a whole nother conversation. So I want to talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But tell us, Stephanie.
let us know.
So, my dad was a truck driver for like 30 years, right? And you know how you have people in your life that, you know, your parents' best friends, their kids, you automatically call them your cousin, right? All right, cool. So boom. Yeah, that's their family, like real shit. So, Jason Rashawn Williams was my cousin, right? We grew up together, met when we were like maybe between the ages of 3 and 5. Grew up together, graduated together, all kind of shit. I left for the military and he went through a lot of spirituality. Now, mind you, it's not that I've been on this spiritual journey and learned about like Illuminati and crystals and hugging trees and all that shit. I've learned about this a long fucking time ago. I'm talking about before I was in the military. And I got into the military in 2010. So I knew about all this stuff for a long time. But I never took it serious and I learned it from him. Veganism, everything. So he went through a wild phase. You know, when people get on that journey, they start to do certain things that are out of the normal, and a lot of people are like, man, that motherfucker crazy as shit. So he went through that. Came home from the military. He grew his locks out like 2 times. But he would always tell me, Steph, you are bigger than what the fuck you think you are, bro. Like you are way bigger than what you think you are. Fuck these niggas. He said, when you find the right man, he'll come. Now, even though this sounds really generic, and you know, you normally want to hear it from your family, but from him, it was like totally different because he genuinely spoke to me like differently. All right. August 13th, 2016, he committed suicide. Okay. I had stopped smoking for almost a year. The night I found out he committed suicide, I went to the store, bought me a black. I bought me like 4 blacks, and I smoked the fuck out of them shits, okay? Since he fucking passed away, he comes to me at least 4 to 5 times a year in my dreams, in song, in turtles, in everything. And every time I see him or I hear him or something reminds me of him, he's telling me, you are on the right path. Continue to uplift the spirits of the people around you. So my reincarnations, because I believe, you know, we get a certain amount of time to learn our lesson while we're here. I don't know what number I'm on or whatever, but I know I'm getting motherfucking close.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting close. Okay? He has been with me ever since. Like you said, the lady told you your grandma been with you.
SolCircle, yeah.
He has been with me ever since, and he's not gonna fucking leave me. Okay, I'm not gonna cry.
We all
But-
have someone or more than one person.
So the thing with him is, like I said, he committed suicide. You know, a lot of people look down on that. You know, say, "Oh my God, how could you be so selfish?" I flipped the whole narrative of suicide. I flipped it to the point of,
Maybe this is a quick trigger warning.
yeah, yes,
For anyone who has lost someone to this, and it might still be really tough for you. You know, know if you can't listen, but just picture.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yes.
I flipped the whole narrative of that. It's not that they were selfish. We're being selfish to want to keep them here, and they can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? If they were to stay, how would we be able to assist them and guide them to find themselves again? No one's going to take the time to do that. We're just being selfish because we want them to stay here. So, with his situation, he touched everybody. I will go back home to Virginia Beach, and random people will come to me and be like, yo, Jason came to me and said this, and you was in it, and goddamn, this is what you're supposed to be doing because Jason told me this was you. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, what? Uranus is coming, focus, 222, all this shit. I'm where I'm supposed to be at. I'm not worried about finding. I am worried about finding man, but it'll happen when it's supposed to happen.
Exactly.
I'm not worried about having kids because it'll come. All that shit will come. My sole purpose right now is to genuinely uplift the hearts, minds, and spirits of everybody. My focus is love. Be positive. My fucking blood type. You see what I'm saying to you? You see what this is what I'm talking about. Like, this man has a microphone. I got this shit when I was 18 years old. I'm an entertainer. Right. What does an entertainer do?
And he's funny too.
What does an entertainer do? Uplift the hearts and minds and spirits of the people in the masses. I can do it with y'all, but when I grab that microphone, I touch every fucking body. When I go on Bookface Live, I touch every fucking body. It don't matter where the fuck I'm at. You may not remember my motherfucking name, but you will always remember how I fucking made you feel about yourself. My cousin taught me that shit years ago, and he was younger than me. All right.
I love it. I think that is a wonderful way for us to like wrap up. Like, it's so much that was said that I just need to digest, and that we can, like, I'm sure we could probably sit here and have.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yeah, I think we
Another.
should continue doing this.
Yes, we are.
This is weekly, right?
We are. Oh, I had planned on weekly.
Oh, not weekly?
Not weekly, but
monthly?
But we're gonna definitely do
Something.
it. It's gonna be at least monthly. At the least monthly. But definitely,
Look at my
yeah.
Jada, man.
What's got you so moved?
Yes. Let's figure that out. Let's talk about
Let's
that.
unpack this.
Let's talk about that. Come on,
I wish I
Jada.
had it too. I usually have one in my pocketbook. I ain't bringing it today.
You wanna talk about it? Not yet. All right. You wanna share next time what it is? Okay, write it down so we can talk about it. Okay.
That's my baby right there.
Yes, she's such a smart. I love y'all. I'm so grateful. Like, I just literally met her. What?
His birthday.
Yes, on the
Oh,
11th.
really?
On the wait, was that the 10th? That's 10th.
Oh, I'm telling.
No, I know his birthday. No. I know his birthday, but I wasn't sure if we went out on his birthday the other day. But anyways, I thought it was on 11th. But anyways, okay, so we met on his birthday. Of course, I met Jada last year. I've been on LaDawn forever. It's my baby. So, but I just love like how like we really kind of like all just
Kind of. This was not an accident.
like, and then we're like
This is real.
just connecting on like such a deep level. Like,
I feel good.
but all the small talk and all the crap, like we just sat here and like really like was transparent with each other.
I
Like,
love it.
yes, if for nothing else, even if forget the podcast,
Yeah,
we're
just
gonna keep doing that.
Honestly,
But
it's
like
just so like
for us,
therapeutic.
yes,
That's
And I feel like we all need that at some point in our life.
yes.
It's okay. So we can end it off with this. Okay, the name of the podcast that I thought when she was talking. This is so like. Well, I have two. Like SolCircle,
Okay.
something like that, or like Sister SolCircle,
Okay.
something like
All
that.
right. And
Because
good.
and when you think about it, she was talking about her ancestors, right? And I feel like in a way, when she was talking about hers, I know you were thinking about your ancestor, and I'm sure that's why you're so moved. You were thinking about somebody too, and I was thinking about somebody, and I'm like, our ancestors are here with us.
Yes,
we're in a circle.
I felt
Do you
that.
see this?
Yes.
This crescent right
Oh
here.
my God.
They're filling the spaces.
Yes.
And that just, I got the goosebumps.
Me too. I just heard him
I
talk.
got the goosebumps. That's something right there.
Yes.
So
Whenever y'all, like, if it's a beloved or someone who has
Yeah.
transitioned and you going about your business and you clearly, like, people be like, oh, that's something they would have said. When you hear it in your head
Yo.
and you not even thinking about
Uh-huh.
them, you just minding your business and you hear them say something in their voice, the way they would say it, they right there talking
Yeah.
to you.
Yes.
and in a way, I feel like
They
we're
right
all
there talking to
sisters.
you.
Yes.
Like, it feels like a sister moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and then like our soul, like it's like a soul connection. How we were so transparent. That wasn't like physical. That was like some underneath.
Yeah.
So,
That was
yeah.
good. And then the fact that it's called Soul Sisters.
Mhm.
Remember,
Right.
it was going to be the Soul Flow.
Oh, see, we were on to
Boom!
something.
It's
On
going
to
to be
something.
spelled that with an SOL.
Ooh.
Soul Sisters, bro. I love it!
Can we put it in
Put
like
it right here.
I'm gonna say, can we put it in like a 360
Yes.
since that's a circle? I was thinking about 360 the whole time. Since we genuinely, like you said, we've been talking about circles the whole
And
time.
we're in a circle.
This right
We're
here,
turning full circle. You're ready to come. It's been in the whole
Yes.
night.
love
Your story, everything we're talking about is divine.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
I'm just
shit,
happy
y'all.
to be
Yeah,
here.
this is good. Good job, y'all.
Aww.
We did good. We
Yay.
did
Y'all
it.
just so happy for letting us away every time.
Okay, look, I'm trying to cry every time.
Every time.